All right, we're going to get on with the next guy. I met this guy in open mics in Niles, PA. He's been coming along doing some comedy. He's from Erie, Pennsylvania. Friend of mine, Angus Thorne.
All right, give it up for Jimmy, give it up for your host, give it up for your staff, and give it up for yourselves for coming out to live comedy, because there was a lot of other things you could be doing.
No, there's not.
Well, you'd be surprised. My name is Angus Thorne. I am painfully aware of that. I grew up in a traditional Irish Catholic household. I was an alcoholic by the time I was 10 years old. It was easier than answering a lot of questions. Where are all my Irish people at in here? Yeah, look at that. All right, so where's the non-Irish people? All right, Irish people, you see where they are, right? Good. Those guys that didn't raise their hands, that weren't Irish, they're your ride home. So find one of them. Oh, jeez. It happens fast. I'm going to teach a little bit of Irish slang today, okay? And we're going to have a little crowd interaction, just a little bit. Sir, be careful. I don't want you to get an OVI on the way to the bar. All right, just be careful. So, if I were to say the word Egypt, what does everybody think that would be? There you go. All right, so if I said the word feck, what do you think that would be short for? Yeah, right, you knew what I said. Okay. All right. So if I said a feck in Egypt, what do you think I said? No! God almighty, we are Irish, we are not rude. Feck is the nice term that you would use in front of your mammy. Come on. It's a silly goose. If it's a feck in Egypt, it's a silly goose. If I wanted to call him a gobshite, we'd do that. All right? There you go. All right. Glad we all followed along with that one. Now, I'll teach everybody how to speak a little bit of Irish. Just take your E's and turn them into A's. All right? So instead of Jesus, you got your Jesus. Okay? You got your Jesus. And then instead of getting a beating, you're getting a baiting. You are getting a baiting. You're going to bait the shite out of somebody. Sounds like you're fishing, but it's a lot more painful. All right. So, any weed smokers out here? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! Yeah, they legalized it now, right? Yeah, I thought I'd be more excited about that, too. When the government got control of it, now I can't afford it. And you can't trust the shit on the street anymore. I'll tell you. Any dog owners in here? Yeah, I have an emotional support dog. He's on Prozac. It's interesting. We'll talk about that in a moment. No, and I didn't realize when I was going to be a dog owner how much I would have to pick him up. And people are like, well, Angus, why'd you get such a small dog? I didn't. He's a Great Dane German Shepherd. He's just stubborn. And when he wants to remind me that he's a dog, he'll take off somewhere, normally the neighbor's yard, into their bushes. And so I have to, chase after him, and he doesn't want to come back, because I don't put him on a leash. He's a good boy. But then every so often I have to carry this dog, because when I pick him up, he doesn't struggle, he just freezes. And I'm carrying this dog through the neighborhood like a coffee table. And the neighbors are all like, oh, I see Thor got out again. I'm like, yeah, thanks, guys. It's a lot of fun. No? Never happened to you? Okay, never carried a coffee table down the center of a street. I get it. That's not for everybody. I didn't write that for you. They said marijuana was a gateway drug. You know what they didn't tell us was going to be a gateway drug, and we've been using it for years? Ritalin. Yeah. I was on that at a very young age for most of my life. How strong was that dose? Well, somewhere in the late 90s, early 2000s, I did crack, coke, and meth, and I don't remember it because my medicine was stronger. Yeah, well, you know what that comes with now? 200 milligrams of Zoloft. Yeah, and if you don't know, that's the highest dose. And it's okay. I'm under a doctor's care, so this is not unmonitored. Stop worrying. Stop backing towards the door. People. And, I went to, and I was in one of my therapy sessions. The doctor said to me, he said, Angus, the way you were raised, it's a good thing you didn't end up killing anybody. And I said, Doc, come on now. Give me some credit. I'm only 42. There's still time. There's still time. Like, I don't understand a lot of different things. Like flat earthers. Has anybody decided to show them a globe instead of a map? We kind of had that figured out. One's round, the other one's flat. Really? Some people in here believe there's a flat earth? You're just sleeping. Like, did I miss the Blue Plate special? Let's go. I thought you guys were from out of town. Jesus Christ. All right, what do I have to say? Here, this one you'll recognize. Pedro Pascal, does he have to be in everything? Seriously, does he have to be in everything? I mean, he was in The Mandalorian, it was great. And then he took his helmet off, which was stupid. But then Hollywood and everybody was like, you know what? We can make money off of that mustache. And so he's in everything. And I'm watching YouTube and I'm watching comics and Pascal comes into a stupid cereal ad. That is why my cereal is $14 a box. Like, if you want to sell cereal at a price where people can afford it, hire me. I have time. I have a voice, too. Buy this cereal. You'll love it. Whatever. You know, cereal was invented by John Kellogg because he felt that if we had a bland diet, it would suppress sexual urges. Okay? You know, so he invented cornflakes. Why the feck did we start putting sugar and toys in it? I think a lot of things are our fucking fault. Just say that for sure. And then we got Elon Musk. I'm not even political, but I'm not sure what the hell's going on, so this is what I do. I have no other good skills. So again, thanks for coming out and seeing us. Anyway, Elon Musk starts a new party. The American system. We're going to have all our rights back. Okay, here's my problem with all of this. Isn't all this fighting how we got to this continent in the first place? Okay, we don't have any other land to go to. Like, and I'm just not comfortable with going to Epstein Island. Like, everybody else seems to be in government, I'm not. Okay, remember Jeffrey Epstein? He did that thing and he's... Yeah, we don't want to go there either. Jesus Christ. Seriously, like... Okay, let's talk about AI. Is anybody else afraid of AI? There we go. Good, because, you know, as a voice actor, I don't want to take that, right? But here's the problem. AI was probably going to be a good idea, but we put the wrong people on it. We put nerds on it instead of putting geniuses on it, okay? Now, nerds are smart, just as smart as the geniuses, but the geniuses have gotten laid. See, he gets where I'm going. If we would have let the geniuses work on AI, we'd have biodomes for our houses, flying cars to get around like we were promised, not sex robots that want to take over the world. I mean, and why do we think that's safe, you know? 7 people died in the test study. I made that up. I don't support AI. No, you know, but it does mess with our minds. We don't even know what's right anymore. Right? You go online, you're scrolling through, and half the shit you see doesn't even make sense. It's just clickbait. You know, like, I saw one that I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. You know, if you give your partner a back rub, they're 10% more likely to be attracted to you. Yeah. You give me a blowjob, I'll be 75% more attracted to you. Like, do you see how this is working? Like, why are we stopping to look at this? We know how the bases work. 1 through home. 1 is a back rub. 4, home run. You know where we're going.
Well, like you said,
see, this guy gets it. Man, may you always roll down the road sober. I love it. I'm going to leave you with this one. Chat GPT, man. People are getting drawn into a Chat GPT psychosis and involuntarily committed. You know what? Suck it up. I've heard voices my entire life and was just told to deal with it. Thank you, everybody. My name's Angus Thorne. You guys have been great.